Rose, if you are with us, can you cross the rock? Oh!
Open the door. Try the back door.
Just gonna try to walk up to me.
And maybe it's not locking properly. We're gonna do a test.
Good vibes here. It's gorgeous. I can't wait to show you.
But I hate driving at night, especially.
In September 2020, YouTuber Lizzie Noel stepped into one of California's most feared places, the Kia Mill. Once a thriving site, now nothing but scorched walls and whispers.
It is said that the mill had a fire and never fully recovered from the loss. The Kia Mill was boarded up in 1991. It's still boarded up right now. It's like all locked off. Today it sits empty, save for the many spirits who are said to make it home now. That is creepy. It's actually a terrifying looking place. It doesn't look like a place you'd want to go to at 3 a.m. But I will put it out there. If this video gets to 20,000 likes, I will try to go there at 3 a.m. and do a scarier nighttime video. Right now it's like 2:10 p.m. in the afternoon. It's not 3 a.m. It says that many locals believe that this place is haunted by a little girl who wears a blue dress.
Locals said a little girl in a blue dress still wandered the ruins. Lizzie wasn't alone though. She brought her haunted doll, Rose.
We are headed to this mill. I'm really kind of nervous because like this place actually scares me. That's why I'm going in daylight. But like I said, if this video gets to 20,000 likes, I will go back at nighttime to see if it's any different. But it's scary. I'm nervous. We're getting close, guys. I remember it's not this street, but I think it's this street. Yep, there it is. I can see it. Oh my gosh. There's an old school over there too that's all burned down.
It's burned down.
Yeah, that one's supposed to.
The moment she arrived, the air felt wrong. A single crow perched motionless at the top window watching her.
Oh, it's like light outside. And there was a car up there last time I came here and there was no one in it and it was so freaky. Oh my gosh, guys, so we are really here. There's a crow up there. Oh my gosh, there's a crow. Look at that. All the way at the very top. That's the first thing I see. There's a crow. I'm gonna try to zoom in on my little camera. I hope I can get that.
Burn marks crawled up the walls and across the facade. Someone had painted one word, Jesus. Even daylight couldn't soften the feeling that something dark was waiting inside.
Of birds. The weirdest thing about the crow though is it's been so still. It literally has not moved like at all. And I noticed on the top there it spells out Jesus, J-E-S-U-S. You know that's been there literally for years. And I think they do that to keep evil spirits out because this place is supposed to be seriously super creepy and dangerous. That's all I know.
With trembling hands, Lizzie raised her dowsing rods. They crossed instantly. Is someone here? Yes. The girl in blue. Another yes. The rods moved as if unseen fingers guided them. So I'm going to hold the rods up very still. So I'm going to ask if there's anyone here with us right now, can you please cross the rods? That was so fast. That was so fast, guys. Okay, are you the little girl who wears the blue dress? Yes. Rose the doll, who's currently on the ground, show them. She's currently with us. I'm going to ask if she is present as well. Rose, if you are with us, can you cross the rod? Oh, okay. Can you open the rods, please? Thank you. So we have Rose with us and the girl in the blue dress at the same time. I'm going to ask Rose. Then came the necrophonic app. Static hissed. Then a clear voice broke through the mill. Every hair in her arm stood straight. Questions. I'm gonna see if I can use the necrophonic app. Since these are really active, maybe I should try to ask one more question. Rose, are you and the girl with the blue dress going to be good friends? Yes! Okay, that's good. The girl in the blue dress, are you happy to have us here today to visit you? Yes! Okay, well that's good. They like the company here. So they are present with us according to the rods, but we're going to try to use the necrophonic app to see if they want to speak with their voice. This app actually will let them use the app to use their actual voice to communicate with us, which is crazy, guys. Don't try this at home. Okay, so I have... Lizzie called it her most chilling visit yet, and one viewer summed it up perfectly. The fact that Lizzie is so brave to do all this stuff is really mind-blowing. Christine set out alone, hoping a night beneath the southern stars would clear her head. But as daylight faded and the woods closed in, something about the trail felt wrong. A quiet heaviness, a stillness that didn't belong.
My car in a hotel parking lot. Not a hotel I was checked into. I just stayed in their parking lot every night. I'm coming out of a funk that I've been in for the past maybe week or so. Last time you saw me, I was leaving Texas and heading into Louisiana.
She passed 3 hikers who pointed her toward a campsite by the river. Harmless enough until she noticed one of them again and again. Each time he appeared from a different direction, silent except for a brief, hollow greeting.
Getting out, started on the trail now. It's pretty quiet out here. It's lovely with the birds singing, and every now and then the wind comes through. When I was still getting ready at the trailhead, I encountered 3 young men who are out backpacking on this trail as well, and they let me know that a couple of them had done this trail before. This trail I'm out here hiking is in the Kisatchie National Forest in Louisiana, and it's called the Wild Azalea Trail, and it's arguably the best trail in Louisiana. So, pretty excited. It should also be the season for azaleas. So hopefully we'll get to see some beautiful azaleas in bloom.
By the fourth encounter, Christine's instincts screamed, alone miles from anyone. She decided to move camps.
By the water crossing is where I'm kind of expecting to see them. There's an interesting aroma.
But just as she reached a hidden clearing, her flashlight caught something that froze her in place. A trail camera aimed directly at her campsite. Someone had been watching from
the trail. I might feel more comfortable and secure over there, so I came over. Why is there a trail cam pointing to that campsite? I don't really know how those things work. Maybe it's not visible on the camera, but like, what else is it pointing at? Okay. What the heck? Like, here's the trail cam. What is it pointing at? Putting my camera right behind. My backpack is right there. That's where I was gonna camp. Like, that's an established campsite. Looks like this one is too, but what the heck is going on here? First, weird energy. Second, a trail cam pointed at a campsite. I think 1 strike, 2 strike. I gotta get out of here before 3 strikes and I'm out.
Heart racing, she packed her things and hurried back down the path, finding safety only when she crossed paths with another group of hikers. Locals later confirmed that the camera wasn't normal.
Right, really good vibes here. It's gorgeous. I can't wait to show you. I'm gonna fill out my payment envelope first. And this place actually, with my America the Beautiful pass, I can put my pass number on this envelope and it's only $5 a night. So I think I'm gonna...
Christine trusted her gut that night, and it may have saved her life. As one viewer wrote, "It sounds like you're a trust your gut kind of person. The smartest way to be." Jod and Joe were sound asleep in their van, parked deep in the quiet hills of Wales. The night was still, the kind of silence that feels safe until a sudden click shattered it. Someone was opening their back door.
It's 4 in the morning, and I've just been woken up by some guy opening the back door.
Joe woke first, his voice sharp as he shouted at the intruder. The figure froze, then backed away calmly, almost casually, before vanishing into the darkness. That eerie calm, more than anything, sent chills down their spines.
I've no idea if he drilled it and I was in a deep sleep. I open my eyes and there's a guy staring me in the face. I just shouted at the guy and said, "What the f-?" And he just calmly backed away and walked up the road and just disappeared, like it was nothing. So dangerous. I'm sure I locked the door. I always lock the door. I shut the back door and locked it, but yeah, now I'm just up and looking out the window nervously.
Joe was sure he'd locked the door. He always locked it. But when daylight came, they tested the lock and discovered the truth. A tiny malfunction left it unlatched, even when it looked secure. That single mistake had invited a stranger right into their home on wheels.
After our run-in with the burglar, we wanted to double check that we know how to lock everything properly. The only way the guy could have got in is either if he picked the lock or if Joe didn't lock it properly.
We're starting to think that the guy didn't break into the door and maybe it's not locking properly. We're going to do a test run, lock up, and Jodie's going to be the intruder.
That should lock the van, but I don't think it is.
It still makes the sound, but it doesn't turn red. So let's try locking it.
This is how we got in. We didn't lock it properly.
But I pressed lock.
I think it needs to reset the system. So I think you press the button once and it resets it all to unlocked, and then you press it again to get the red light.
Open the door. Try the back door. So you're saying the burglar didn't break in, I left it unlocked?
I'm pretty sure either you didn't lock it properly or...
They added new locks the next day, but sleep didn't come easy after that. The thought lingered. How many others walk by in the dark, testing doors until one opens? As one viewer warned, sadly, some people will try every handle they find. Glad you both were okay. After days on the road, the creator of Travel Snacks stopped in Louisiana for a quiet night. She parked near a casino, planning to rest before the long drive to Florida.
More vibrant, maybe. And then the third neighborhood I drove through was more my style of house in terms of size. Almost like little cottage style houses, which I think is very cute. But the two things that I noticed is that, number one, there's no garages. It's just like a pull-up little driveway, which is okay because my van is tall, and if I find a place, it's gonna have to have a garage that's extra tall, which is probably pretty hard to find. But the main thing was that the roads...
Some fresh spinach, which I started putting in the bowl. And then I had half of this salad, this kale pecan cranberry, the other day.
So the lot was busy, lights flickering across her van, but something about the air felt uneasy, too still, too watchful.
Relax for a little bit, and then I'll let you know where I end up for the night. All right, so I'm about 3 minutes away, but I thought I would just film a little bit of Hoosier City, which is right near Shreveport, Louisiana. This, Bass Pro Shops, is right next to Margaritaville Hotel. So maybe it's for a particular reason. There's the casino. And then next to it, which I'll pull up in a second, is Bass Pro Shops right next door. Outdoor World. Plenty of parking. You see all these spots. Now I just need to find one that's a little more level. Oh, there's a kitty. Stray cat. All right, this is a little better.
As she sat inside, a man approached, his shadow stretching across her windshield. He asked for a jump, his voice muffled through the glass.
This guy just tried to walk up to me. So, just... And then this guy with his lights that just flashed on me.
But something in his tone felt wrong. Too calm, too deliberate. Her instincts screamed no. She locked the doors and avoided eye contact.
Where did he go?
Okay. Good job, guy. He's walking towards the casino. Alright. So, these are the fun... Well, it's only fun if nothing bad happens, but these are the fun things that I like to do, is to, like, have these little spy moments from my van, because I'm nosy. But it's just a little cool to be, like, parked outside of Margaritaville.
He lingered by his truck, pacing, glancing back toward her van. She kept filming quietly, her camera shaking as she whispered updates. Every second stretched longer, heavier. Finally, he turned and walked toward the casino. Relief washed over her, but the chill stayed. Out here alone, trusting your gut, could mean everything.
I hear something. Okay. Looks like our guy found someone to jump his truck. Alright, that makes me feel better for him, so he can feel happy and be on his way. And for me to know that he's not a creeper. Everybody wins. Just make sure he drives light. Hey, see you. Alright, good night for real now.
Now, as one viewer later wrote, the man approaching you was strange. Glad you were fine. Victoria Rose thought it would be a calm solo night in the forest. Just her Jeep, the trees, and the soft hum of crickets. But as darkness fell over the Chagua National Forest, peace turned to tension. The woods were quiet, too quiet.
It's like 11, so I got up, I'm trying out this new mineral multivitamin drink that I take in the mornings. And before I go out and find a place to live in the forest, I wanted to stop at the Amish store. If you guys have been following me for a while, then you know that where I'm around here, I'm around a lot of Amish people and in the country. And my favorite thing about that is that there's dented can stores, which...
These nuts are really nice. It feels like open and airy in here, but closed too. I had to close it because all the mosquitoes were flying in. Sun's gonna set soon.
Around 2 a.m., headlights flared through her windows. A truck pulled up beside her campsite, its engine idling. Two voices echoed outside, low, unfamiliar, and far too close. Then a man called out, complimenting her Jeep. Her pulse quickened.
What the fuck?
You guys gonna kick me out of this spot? Are you guys gonna move your truck so I can at least leave? Are you gonna move your truck so I can leave? Huh? Well, it's kind of weird that I was put.
When she stepped out to see what they wanted, she realized their truck was blocking her exit. They hadn't asked to share the site. They simply parked, unpacked, and ignored her. It was as if she wasn't even there.
Can you at least ask, or say excuse me or something? I was camped here.
I understand. We told you we didn't know there was anybody in there.
Right, but can you say yeah, but it's just common courtesy to say sorry. I didn't realize. Is it okay if we camp here? But it's like this is the spot that I got. It's just strange.
Frustrated and uneasy, she tried to reason with them, but their silence said enough. They weren't moving. Exhausted and shaken, she finally packed up and drove into the night, headlights cutting through miles of empty road.
I don't really know where to go or what to do. It's like 2 in the morning. This is strange. I've never had this happen out west. There's gonna be some lines, but I hate driving at night, especially when I'm this tired because it's like nearly 3 in the morning. It was just a weird situation. I didn't know what to do. Like, what do you do? Infiltrating. It's so loud too. I was supposed to drive to a rest stop. I didn't want to.
As one viewer later warned, "Yikes, don't get out and announce you're alone. That's quite dangerous."